Hey everybody! So I worked last night and went home and took a nap and woke up because I had been thinking about this. I am going to make a roof rack for my car to carry my kayak on, because when I got my kayak I had a truck, and after my husband passed I decided that was more than I wanted to drive around, so I got a Subaru Crosstrek. But trying to figure out how I wanted to be able to carry my kayak has been something I've been researching for a while, because some of them require you to be able to lift the weight of that kayak up and over your head. No, past that. I already went to physical therapy for 6 months for a shoulder issue from work. I'm not going to do that again. So I found something on YouTube that I loved. Unfortunately, it was a very short video. He didn't do a step-by-step. He just showed what he had done and how his one piece fit into the other that he had done on his rack. No materials, dimensions, anything like that. So I'm gonna have to go into Lowe's and wing this. So we're gonna see how I do. Yeah, this is kind of when I like having a man around, but sometimes you just don't have a man around. You just gotta suck it up and do it yourself. So we're gonna see how that works today. So stay tuned. Hi everybody, I'm back from the store, and of course they're mowing today, and so I may end up having to dub over this. If you're not going to be able to hear me from the lawnmower. But anyway, here is what I got at Lowe's today. I sat there and designed this thing. The guy tried to help me. Between the two of us, I think we figured it out. And then I put the rest of the pieces together that I thought I would need. So I've got a couple of pins, so that when you'll see what I do later with those. U-hooks, some different couplings and fittings for the PVC. Now, all this is contingent on my ability to saw through this PVC with whatever saw we have available back in our little bitty tool room on this condo. And I'm hoping Tony left me something I can do that with, and to be able to drill a hole, because I need to be able to drill a hole to put the fitting in, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So during my dinner break at work last night, this, let me get it where you can see it. This is what I came up with, and I still don't know if you'll be able to see it. But anyway, I kind of drew what I needed, and at the bottom I went and mapped out, made a list of what I would need to get today. The other thing I got, don't look at my car, it's on the newspaper I got to use to put under that PVC pipe, because I got to paint it. I don't want white PVC pipes sitting on top of my car. But I'm going to try to use these. I got these at the Dollar Tree, a couple of bucks. So all told, everything was about $103. Now, you could say, yeah, but you can go get those J-hook, whatever things that attach to your roof rack at Walmart for this. Yeah, you can. But so many of the systems that I saw required strength to be able to lift a kayak up and to the top of your car. And even women younger than me said they struggled with that. So I looked at some of the systems that allow you to mount it and then use a special way to pull it up to the top where you're not having to use all your strength. And those are about $300 or more. So if this works, then I'm going to save a lot of money, and this is going to be doable for me to put on top of my little Crosstrek here. If it doesn't work, you are never going to see this video. And I will have wasted $100. But I have faith. I think it's going to work. So hang on, and I'm going to put it together. I've gathered all my stuff together, and what I've decided I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut my pieces before I do the painting, because some of these pieces fit inside of other pieces. That's as technical a term as I can get. I just like Lowe's. I don't, work there. So, for instance, some of these fit inside others, and I have to use the cement to keep it together. And I can't, for instance, paint this if it's going to have glue on it and fit inside something else. You see what I mean? So I need to get everything cut and fit and put together like I need. Then I will paint it. Okay? And I found like 3 different saws. I hope one of them's going to work. And I hope I'm able to work one of them. So we're going to see. So, the first thing I got to do is measure this thing. It's a 10 foot, this big one is 10 feet. And of course they're cutting grass, and grass is all over this thing. So after I'm finished sawing, I'm gonna have to clean it before I can paint it. I gotta get these guys out of here today because they're just blowing grass everywhere. Just really all my allergies need since I've been fighting some for days. So this would be easier with two, but I'm gonna make it work with one. And there is my 5 foot. So let me see if I got something I can scratch with. How about the saw? Alright, I can tell right now this saw is not going to be the one to do it. But I made my mark. But I didn't come with just one. I got a couple I'm going to try. I hope no men are watching this because they're just shaking their head. I'm sorry. That's what we usually have y'all for, but then you go die on us, and then now we're doing it by ourselves. So, there was another one I found in the back. I'm gonna see if this little bitty thing will work. I don't know if it's going to. Got some extra saw blades here, though. Interesting. I'm sure there's a difference. Again, the men are shaking their head. Okay, it's doing something. So hang with me. In 4 hours, I'll get through this. I'm glad y'all didn't have to see me struggle through that. So, this is all I had. It came in a little kit my parents gave me years ago. You know, those things that give single women to help you do stuff around the house when you don't have to really a lot to do. And I had it for years, never used this. Now, I did this big long one first. This is the 10-foot one I had to cut into 2 5-foot. These are going to go down along the length of my car on my roof rack. Okay? Now, you want to look at how bad that is? But here's the thing. That was my learning one, and I don't have to fit anything to that bad edge. All I need is one good clean edge, and I have it because the factory did that one. Thank goodness. That's the one that I'm going to be connecting things to. Okay, now this other one, if I want to make it look pretty, I can go back and they do have caps I can put on here because this is what's going to be at the front of the car, and so I can add caps to it and paint those black, and it'll make it look a little bit more finished, and I might do that after I've gone to this much trouble, you know. So then the other thing is I had a 2-foot length, okay, that I had to cut in half. I took my time, I kind of scored it all the way around and just kind of went a little bit all the way around, just kept going around and around and around and around until I got through. And that gave me a much, you can see, a much cleaner edge and something resembling straight. So now I need to set these out and figure out what we did in the store to get what I need. So, that's it. And again, I got grass all over everything. Because, you know, PVC pipe is just a magnet. You know, that plastic is just static electricity, so it just sucks anything in the air to it. But that's all right. I'll get it together, and then hopefully they'll finish up here soon with all this grass cutting. And I would do it another day, but I'm the type of girl that once I decide I'm going to do something, I need to do it right then. So I'm not putting this off to the mowers on here. So I just want to kind of give you an idea how this is going to, I'm just trying to see how it's going to go together. He's going to come up here and weed eat on me in just a minute. I'm going to stop and move. So that's going to go up to the back of the car and hook into, and I just realized, you know what, I got to go get one more length of this pipe, because not only did I need it here, then I need 2 more coming out here to attach into the big ones on top. This is a good time to take a break because they want to weed eat where I am anyway. So I'll be back. This isn't over. Do any of y'all ever do a home project where you only have to go to the store once? Because I really need to hang around you. That's never been my experience. So I need one more 2-foot length of PVC pipe that I'm gonna have to come home and wrestle to saw in half again. That is not my favorite part, but I'm figuring it out, and I'm just having to go slow and be patient. Not one of my virtues, but I'm working on it. And you know I want to get this project done when I am going 1.5 miles to the Lowe's in 5 o'clock traffic, and it's taking me 10 minutes to get through one light that's 1/2 mile away. So welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina rush hour. But I knew if I went inside and sat down and waited for the rush hour to be over with, I probably would not get back to this today. And I really want to get to this today. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 caps to help cover that nasty job I did on the first pipe I cut. And I'm going to return a couple things I didn't need. I got an extra thing of pipe, I don't know, another elbow or something that I didn't need. I'm not sure how that happened. And the $7 pack of strip ties, really long strip ties, I have a whole bunch of them at home. I didn't realize that were that length that I needed. So I'm going to get my $7 back for that I don't need. So hopefully it's going to be kind of a wash. Anyway, stay tuned. There's more to come. Okay, so here is where I am in the process. Sawing these things with that sorry little saw I have is tough. And honestly, it wasn't the arm that was sawing that was hurting. It was the hand that was having to hold that thing steady because it wants to roll around. So you're having to have such a strong grip on it. And so yeah, I'm a 56-year-old woman. I don't really have that strong a grip. So it took a while, but that's all right. I got it done. But if you have, you know, power saws and things like that at home, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do. So here's what I ended up with. I've got 2 5-foot PVC pieces. I've got little couplings on the bottom, and you'll see what that's for, because the little V-notched piece that I'm going to be sticking into that when I'm ready to cart my kayak is what's going to help me load that kayak up there. And then I did go and get the caps to cover up those ragged, terrible sawed edges that I did. So now what I've got to do is I've got to use my PVC glue and put these pieces on and then spray paint them. And that's what I want to get done tonight before I put it together tomorrow. Now, Macy, who's been my ever-present help. Hey, girl. And this is the other part. So this turns upside down and slides into those when they're up on the car. And it allows a V-notch that you can just rest your kayak against and push it up on top. That's the theory, and that's what I'm going with. So again, several pieces to this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces that I've got to glue. And then let that dry and spray paint. So I'll be into this tomorrow. But let me get going. There's more to do before the sun goes down. Okay, so I'm back at it after being waylaid by rain for most of the weekend. Then the first sunny day I had, I was sick. Excuse me, just now being able to get back out here. So I have 8 U-bolts. I'm still not myself, I can't talk. I have 8 U-bolts, and there's a connector here, comes with them. But instead of connecting it to itself, it connected underneath to another set. And I do that both places, okay? Now this is the piece I haven't painted yet, because I need to see if everything fits and if everything's the right width apart. So here's what I have discovered, because this is a figure out as I go kind of a project. I went to my brother's. The only part of this project I didn't feel like I could do was to drill holes in both this and this so I could put a pin through here to hold it. Well, here's my issue now that I'm getting this thing together, is when I pop this piece in, it doesn't slide that easily. It is a really tight fit. And trying to get it lined up with those holes, I think is going to be more headache than it's worth. So what I think I'm going to do is find another way to secure this when I'm traveling with it, because this is going to stay, you know, in my storage when I'm not loading the kayak. So I can load the kayak and pull this off after I got it loaded and I've got the kayak up there, which is what I may do. Or I can find some kind of some kind of bungee, you know, to put from here to the rack or the U-bolt up there, just to keep this from, you know, lodging off. But it is such a tight fit in there that I used my hammer, which I'll probably take with me, to give it a couple of pops here just to get it seated in there. But it's wedged in there really good now. Okay, my roof rack is complete. I still don't have my voice back after being sick that week, but I just got back from Easter trip and finished this part up here. So it just slides in here. I'll slide it in to load the kayak, and then I'll pull this out and just put it inside my car to travel with. Because it just seemed a lot easier than trying to drill holes through that are just going to line up just right. They fit too tight to do that, and I didn't feel like I really needed to travel with it on there anyway. It's going to be strapped down to these, and these are just really solid up there. I've got those screwed in nice and tight. So these here are just the little garden kneel pads that you get at the Dollar Tree. There's 2 of those that I just used black duct tape to tape around. And then I have a bath mat that I'm going to keep in my car during kayak season. So I'll put it up here underneath this to protect my windshield from that laying on it. This will protect the kayak as it's being loaded up. And like I said, I'll pull all that off and put it in here. And then put it back in to unload. I might not even need it, honestly, to unload. I can just put my bath mat up there to protect my car and slide it off. I'm going to see the first time. So anyway, project done. I can't believe I did it myself, but I did, and I'm proud of it. So now I can take my kayak and go have some fun this spring. And so we can do a lot more than we think we can, can't we, girls? Anyway, I'll try to put the description of the different pieces that I bought for this project in the description below. So maybe you'll have just a little bit more information if you wanted to build one or similar yourself. Thanks for watching. If you like my channel, hit subscribe. I'm more than just art. It's about my entire colorful life. And it does get a little colorful sometimes. So anyway, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And I will see you next time. Bye.